Spider-Man is confronting Wolverine, using his webbing to emphasize his point. Wolverine looks defensive, and they are on a rooftop. Spider-Man says, "You say you know better than to confront Sabretooth again. I say being a superhero is like being mad. One does the same thing time after time and expects differing results." Spider-Man stands near the ledge, looking distracted and contemplative, typing something on his phone. Wolverine is slightly turned, listening to him. Spider-Man continues, "Don't expect what happens in your life to change." Close-up of Wolverine listening intently to Spider-Man with a mix of curiosity and concern. Spider-Man says, "Unless you can completely change your context, your mode of working." Both characters are on the rooftop. Spider-Man is still on his phone, not making eye contact, while Wolverine stands nearby, looking more engaged in the conversation. Spider-Man adds, "You'll end up going after Sabretooth on your own. Of course, you will. You will end up getting broken again as a result. Of course." Close-up of Spider-Man, who seems troubled and thoughtful, looking at his phone as if seeking distraction. Wolverine is silent but clearly listening. Spider-Man concludes, "Perhaps this time it'll be fatal. Perhaps that's what you want." Positioned at the edge of the rooftop, Wolverine finally responds. "Funny thing to hear, seeing as a lot of us thought you'd lost it. People get concerned when someone suddenly starts acting and talking differently." Spider-Man interrupts. "Your instincts tell you I'm the same, though." Wolverine nods. They do. Reclining against the wall, Wolverine inquires, "This new outlook, is it working for you?" Spider-Man fires back. "What do you mean?" Wolverine observes him for a moment before asking, "You once made me pay for a bagel that was offered to me for saving a guy's store. A bagel. Are you still that person?" Spider-Man pauses briefly before responding. "People can judge that," but Wolverine cuts him off. "Dropping that old you has done something for you. It's freed you," Wolverine remarks. Spider-Man asks, "Interesting. Are you getting tired of heroism? Perhaps you dream of a return to a feral state?" They are shown from a distance, emphasizing their philosophical distance despite physical proximity. Spider-Man continues, "To live without rules to be superior to the herd." Wolverine interrupts, "Ah, no. Wish I could, but that'd kill me." This highlights Wolverine's awareness of his own limitations. Wolverine is now reflective and says, "I'm confined by who I am with. Maybe I need a new bunch of folk who wouldn't keep looking to me to be something I can't." Spider-Man interjects, "Hey," showing his concern. Spider-Man is seen stretching out his web. Wolverine, curious, asks, "What you doing?" Spider-Man calmly replies, "Measuring. Please." Spider-Man gives a close-up look with a serious expression, continuing, "Do continue with your fascinating self-examination." As Wolverine remains silent, Spider-Man completes his measurements and remarks, "I don't know of any links between the Goblin and Sabretooth, but if I find any." The two characters lean slightly closer. Spider-Man gestures, his hand cutting through the air to underline his point. Wolverine's gaze narrows, reading between the lines. "Honestly, I'll keep them to myself." Wolverine shifts, leaning forward with genuine interest, his eyes locked onto Spider-Man. Spider-Man becomes more animated, his body language suggesting a mix of concern and frustration. "I do have one thing to say to you about hanging on to one's own self, to one's purpose, rather than falling into self-hatred, self-harm, death wishes." Wolverine remains focused, his expression betraying a flicker of genuine curiosity. The rugged warrior is paying full attention, waiting for Spider-Man's insight. Spider-Man holds Wolverine's gaze, bracing himself to deliver the crux of his message. "What's that?" A close-up on Spider-Man's face reveals a blend of intensity and earnestness. The shadows from his mask accentuate the solemnity in his eyes. It's quite simple. Spider-Man prepares to deliver a fundamental truth. His words suggest that beneath the complexities of their battles and struggles lies a straightforward solution. His expression conveys the gravity of what he's about to share, rooted in hard-won experience. It's a moment that promises to distill the essence of what keeps heroes like them going, despite the weight they carry. Wolverine offers him a wry smile. However, without warning, Spider-Man pushes Wolverine off the building, exclaiming, "Just don't fall!"